So we want to do a little garden walk today. A couple weeks back, 3 weeks maybe, Sue and I planted some cabbage and collards and Brussels sprouts in our new raised beds, and so I kind of want to just give you an update. Some of it's pretty, some of it's not. Thanks Hurricane Helena, terrible, whatever. Some of it, not all of it, is the hurricane though. I wanted to show you what the beds look like, but then I also, sorry Kim, I also wanted to kind of talk about why things look like they look. We lost one of our baits, flash collards over here. It looked like it was broken. The hurricane may have done that, or some of the wind may have done that. We've lost a top chop here. Maybe, possibly, might be going to lose that one. But look at the soil. Look at my soil. So I intentionally didn't water yet because I wanted you to see what the soil looks like. We've got a little bit of weeds going on here, and I want to talk about what we're going to do next. When you water the soil, it compacts down. That could be a problem with some of this, but we need to mulch. And the next project that we're going to work on is a bin for some mulch. People have their own, ideas of mulching. If these were in the ground, most people don't even mulch. They just till or hoe and keep on going. And I have hoed this a couple of times and tried to weed it. Then with the hurricane and not having any power and having to clean up and handle all the other stuff, it just, this is where it is right now. Some people use straw when they mulch. Some people use pine needles. Some people just put fabric down and then they don't have to worry about it. But what I want to try and do this year is I want to use just dead leaves. For some reason, out in front of the store, we end up with lots of leaves under our tables with our plants, even though we don't have any trees. And instead of taking those tables down at the end of the season and blowing those leaves out and, just kind of throwing them away, we're gonna, Butch is gonna build me a wire bin that we're gonna put those leaves in. Some of them will eventually break on down and compost, but then we can scoop off the top and top dress these plants. By using those leaves, that material will continue to decay. It will break down and add nutrients to the soil without having the dyes of mulch. If you don't care for that, and if you use straw or hay, then you end up with more weeds than you would have had if you hadn't used straw or hay for mulch, because it has the seeds in it. So that's my plan for the next step in our gardens down here. We've pretty much gotten everything settled back down from the hurricane. We didn't have any major damage. Shade cloths kind of tore up in a place or two, but those can be replaced. Mums were pretty much unscathed. Only had about 10 to turn over, and they weren't damaged enough that we couldn't sit them back up and still sell them. All night long I dreamed about mums being blown around like Wizard of Oz, but that wasn't the case. Everything's fine down here. I don't know where you are with your fall garden. I hope everything survived. I hope everybody's good. But if you're interested in mulching, just kind of, reach out to us and we can talk about it. Or if you want to do your research on your own, there's lots of things, different routes you can take, different ways you can mulch and kind of hold in that moisture, add to the nutrients in your soil, and then weed suppression too. And we're gonna have to do this pretty soon, or these weeds are gonna get away from us. So the next video we have, hopefully we'll either show you the bin that we build to put the leaves in. If we're depending on timing and what all's going on, hopefully we can do a video of us mulching it. But if not, I'll for sure give you an update and show you how I mulched it and what it looks like. So y'all have fun in the garden.